am I back? Am I okay?
Okay, let's see. I'm praying.
Are we live still?
Let's see. I don't know yet because sometimes it takes a while, but they'll let me know. All right, so this is Paula in New York, 32, cybersecurity, no kids, is a Leo. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I would probably say, like, especially nowadays, probably like intelligent. And, I think that nowadays I'm starting to notice a lot of men like don't really think, or like people in general don't really think. And it's kind of like really weird. Like, I think people, for the most part, are kind of thinking at the level of the memes that they collect, and I'm kind of over it. I'm even like hearing conversations that even sound like some of the posts that I'm seeing. And I think people don't really think for themselves anymore. And it's just really weird.
Okay, so if you want somebody intelligent, that's high on the list. What's some deal breakers?
I would probably say being too content. Like, I like working hard, I'm pretty self-sufficient, and, thank God, like, I'm pretty blessed. There's some guys that I've seen that are just really, really content. And I think that like being really content is kind of a turn off. And it's not necessarily about like a dollar amount or anything along those lines, because my ex actually had like a good amount of money. We're not even gonna get into that, but he actually was not as ambitious for a person that was pretty well off. And it didn't necessarily do anything for me and who I am. You know what I mean? It didn't help me it didn't inspire me. You know what I mean? So I like people that work hard and are ambitious.
Okay, so she wants an ambitious man. Can he have kids?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want kids yourself?
I want whatever's meant for me. That's all.
Okay. Does the guy have to be in New York?
No.
No. If he's not in New York, does he have to fly you out?
I think that's the gentleman thing to do.
Are you giving him something if he flies you out?
Depends on the vibe.
Depends on the vibe. Okay.
Depends on the vibe.
Everyone's saying you are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Does the guy have to look a certain way?
I will have to say, like, I am a little bit of like a person when it comes to height. Like, I don't, I'm actually only 5'4", so, but like 5'10" in guy inches is really like 5'6", right? So, like, but like 5'10" is okay, right? Like, it's not that bad. Like, I'm maybe like 5'10" and up. That's probably like, like, I think just tall is like pretty much it. But I've dated guys with like different races, different ages. Just, it doesn't really
Let's go there with it. What's the age range?
So, since I'm 32, like, I do like a guy to be older. I don't know what's going on in my early 30s, but all these young guys are starting to like reach out, like, trying to like get in my DMs. I'm like, oh boy, like, what in the world? So, so I'd like to stay over my age. Like, I don't, I would like for them to be like, older than 32. But can't be like super, super old. My dad would be like, what the hell? Like,
Okay. Not super old, but old. So is there a number range?
Okay, so let's say like 33 to 48. I don't know.
48, something like that. Okay, fair enough. Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
No, not necessarily. Like, like I said, it's like, to me, sometimes it's more so about your ambition and your plan. You know what I mean? Because, is there a guy that's in medical school wanting to reach out? Is your plan set? Because if your plan is set, well, then maybe we can work something out. You know what I mean? And you're not probably making that much, money right now. But are you ambitious? Do you have a good plan? And then that, to me, it makes sense. Versus some people who don't necessarily have a plan, not really ambitious. And, like I said, my ex was very well off, and he wasn't like, he didn't motivate me, like, career-wise.
You mentioned that a couple of times, so we're going to be curious of how well off he was.
Oh, I don't really know. I don't even know if I should say that. But he's not gonna see this. So,
he's gonna see it. Now, this is a very. I want everybody to know, when you on my show, you're a beautiful woman. You will for sure be a highlight, and somebody that knows you or knows him. So I want to give you that, because people be so surprised by the reaction. No, this is a major platform. So don't see it.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you didn't say his name, so we don't know. We don't know what you're talking about.
So, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't really know how much he really made. I don't know the exact dollar amount at all. I will have to say, though, that out of frustration, his, you know, because, you know, like co-parenting with his ex and stuff like that, he did state how he gave her tens of thousands a month. And I feel like, you know, and mind you, he was a like managing partner at a, you know, boutique private equity firm. So, you know, like basically like investor or whatever. So he used to give her tens of thousands in alimony every month. So I used to try to like kind of like gauge it by listening in on these little like details. You know what I mean?
So he was he was giving more than 120,000 a month.
No, he was giving tens of thousands. So
I'm
you could say
like
20.
So I was thinking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Times 12 is 120. That's what I was thinking. But okay.
Yeah,
so
but
well
I would
enough to
say probably like, and then I remember him also saying this one time where he was something about like when his kids like upset him about something. He said, "I pay $60,000 for you to go to school, like just one, to go to private school, you know, for you to do something so silly, right?" So it was like, you know, I'm like, how much does this guy make? So he has 3 kids, so you know. So, you know, I've been like really busy with my career, and I got into this relationship knowing that he wasn't necessarily exactly what I want. I didn't think we were on the same page. Now, like, I think that like it's kind of like I think dating is kind of like, you know, there's a bunch of people, they all want to go on a road trip or something like that. And when you get into car with people, like, and you know, let's say you vibe with them, sometimes you don't realize that this person wanted to go to California and this person wanted to go to Florida. And you guys are just simply not on the same page. And I kind of went into the relationship kind of knowing that we're not on the same page and we don't want the same things. So like, it was a nice, chill relationship. Like, you know, we could sit around like saying like, okay, like, you know, we can do the compromises, who's going to drive when, who's going to play which radio station, we could do all of that, right? But at the end of the day, like years later, it's like I already knew that we're just simply not on the same page.
Got you.
Yeah, and
that's what the kids
and I knew it, so
that's what the kids are can. That's when you stand up and we see your
Okay. Hopefully. All right, I'm like a little loaded right now, so nobody like, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm just like, good. Thank you. I haven't even like worked out. I had like gotten off a project like the past few months. So I haven't like really worked out. Usually when I work out, I'm much better. But the project's over now, so I'll be back.
You look great. You have a great shape. You're a beautiful woman. So real quick, the last guy you dated was the one you were just telling us about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I wouldn't really answer, but I'll say it was within the past 6 months.
Okay, fair enough. So why do you think you're single, Paula?
I think I'm single. It's because, you know, like I said, with my ex especially, and I actually did this with my ex before that too. I was kind of focused on other things, and I think just naturally as human beings, we want like companionship. And when we do enter these situations in which we know they may not be on the same page as you, or that their end goals are not the same as yours. And I kind of like sat around and like wasted a lot of time like with the guy that, even though I could stand him, he's intelligent, great qualities, but our end goals didn't match up. I was only really doing it for companionship because I was focusing on other things versus being like a girl that's out here just dating all the time. Like, I don't really, nobody really wants you to just be out on a date every other night. So you just go into
are you making room now for a relationship? Is it going to be like a priority for you? Because
yeah, I'm not going to like go ahead and like waste my time because, you know, like I said, I kind of did it twice. So because I was just focusing on other things and like companionship and everything, it's like, and when they want to take it further, I'm just like, well, we're not really on the same page with this. So, you know, and then it kind of comes to light. So, sorry, my cat is like running around like crazy. And she's a little weird. So like, I'm not into like wasting my time or anybody else's time anymore. Like, you know, I'm just not really into that. So, you know, yeah, I guess like I said, like for anything in the future, kids or anything like that, I just want what's meant for me. So I'm not really looking or going crazy for like, you know, like all over the place or anything like that. Like my friends like pushed me to go on the show. Like, and I'm like, okay, why not? Like, you know, so, but I just want simply what's meant for me. And I just go with the flow of everything, you know?
Okay. Last question for you. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I would probably say that if anything, like, I'm pretty balanced, you know? Like, I think that, emotionally, mentally, I'm pretty balanced. Like I'm almost like abnormally normal. Like I'm never overreacting in a ridiculous situation or underreacting or doing anything that's just like, you know, just kind of ridiculous. Like I'm very open. I'll be blunt, but I won't be rude. I'm just, everything that I do is like, you know, there's always some balance to it. And yeah, I don't think there's anything like too over the top or crazy or like I have some like craziness about me. I think just balanced.
Okay. So you date 32. She's 32. She'll date 33 to 48. Yes, she's working cybersecurity. No kids. She's open to kids or whatever God has for her. You can have kids. She's a Leo. In New York. What part of New York are you in?
I'm in Manhattan.
Manhattan, New York.
I'm in
New York City. This is Paula. You're a beautiful girl. So let's see how it's going to work for you. Like, give them your Instagram page.
Oh, and my Instagram is Paula last name. Oh, and then with my last name, it's Leake. So Paula Leake.
Paula.
Oh, I'm Black and Filipino.
Say one more time.
Somebody asked me nationality. I was just saying I'm Black and Filipino.
Oh, she's Black and Filipino. Yeah. So her IG is PAULALEAKE. Let me take a picture of her, girl. Well, listen, Paula, we are all rooting for you. You keep me posted how it goes, honey.
Will do. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming on the show. Bye, baby.